Hello and thank you for calling the Auto Glass Helpline. Today we are going to be removing this quarter glass on a 18 Lexus RX350, and many of you already know that these are a pain in the butt because of how long they are. There's not enough room to get any kind of a suction device on this inside glass with the rubber lip on the front here and on the back. There's really not any good way to cut these out. So we are going to cut it out with our orange bat QC. We're putting it right up here on the body, and I'm trying to get away from putting things on the body because with the bat you have a tendency, the torque will pull this down and it'll pull the body of the bat down into the body panel and cause a dent. This one, the way this is shaped, we should be able to avoid that. But once we get our line locked in here, we're going to take some of these molding protectors and we're going to slip them underneath here to keep it from pushing into the body if we wind up with that kind of torque. So first things first, you're going to put your molding protectors in. This is the only step that I skipped on the video. Make sure you've got your one hanging out here so you can get underneath all of your plastics and your rubber. We're going to pull out our line here, and we are going to cross the streams because we want to pull this direction with this pulley. We're going to go around here, going to go underneath, grab our ever-present screwdriver here and make sure that we get underneath all of this rubber here, this guy too, and then make sure you're pulling it all the way up underneath there. So pull that tight, and come around, make sure we are underneath our molding protectors here. Make sure we get around and behind there as well. And we're going to do one more lap like so. Again, going underneath all of our rubber here. You don't want to cut that little flap off. Pull a little more out there. Make sure we get underneath and behind like so, and then drop that back there. We're also going to take a little bit of soapy water, and we're going to spray some soapy water on here too to slicken this up a bit, just to make sure we get some good cutting going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a little spray and shoot it up inside here. We're not too worried here about with our soapy water because this is going to get cleaned and painted, so we're not too horribly concerned with the soap. We're also not going to be trimming our urethane away until we go to put this back in. So we're going to be trimming all that away. Where did... in my pocket. Alright, let's start cutting. So we're going to make sure we get everything pulled in tight here. We're going to let this slide. That way we start to cut. You can hear we pop through that first pin. And we're watching right here to make sure we don't get pulled down into the body. It's part of the reason why we're letting this slide quite a bit. Pull through that pin. We're going to watch up here for when our line starts to come through. And then we're going to take a quick peek inside, make sure we're not going to get hung up on our interior trim, Everything looks good. We're going to slide right along it. So, to leave that one right there. Looks like our body is staying plenty away from that. Leave those ones there. We can slip these guys out. And we can slip these guys out as well. They're pulled tight all along the bottom. And then I'm going to switch sides here because we're starting to get a little light on our line there. We're not so much worried about this twisting motion as we are at pulling down into the body. So there's the pin. That's the motion we're looking for. See how that pulls down like that? That's what we're trying to avoid. We don't want to pull it down into the body and dent the body. So we can slip these out now because we're not pulling against the rubber here. Switch sides here again. And we'll start pulling this direction again. And see how that's pulling down right there? That's what we're trying to stay away from, pulling that down into the body. I'll let this keep doing this little sawing motion. Slow and steady wins the race. And just like that, we are free and clear. Take a look right here. And no dents, no damage. No damage to our body through here. Got all the pins popped. And that is going to be the easy way to get these guys out now. So again, you can mount that bat right here. Just make sure you pay attention to the body of the bat right here when you start getting into this section here, because it starts to pull down on the body of the bat and you don't want to pull it into that body panel and cause a dent. So that is removing a quarter glass from an 18 RX350. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.